In the matter of Tillinghast versus Stott. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
How old are you, Tony?
20.
And you?
21.
You two gals had been friends and decided to take an apartment together. According to your complaint, the defendant owes you some money because you leased this apartment and she moved out early. Didn't pay the rent for 3 months. The defendant says that her boyfriend settled with you. She's got a counterclaim. She said that your friends destroyed a mattress of hers. What prompted you to take an apartment together?
We've been best friends all our lives. We live next door to each other. I wanted to get out of my parents, and she wanted to move out to hide her relationship with her boyfriend over there.
That's you?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
59. 60. I just turned 60 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You have children?
Yes.
How old?
35 and 37.
When did you lease this apartment?
In the end of May.
And how long was the lease?
6 months.
What was the rent?
$965.
So far, is all of that correct?
Yes.
You thought your parents wouldn't like the idea of going out with this gentleman?
Correct.
They think he was a little too old for you?
Correct.
When did you move out?
August 27th, 2004.
Why?
The plaintiff here, which Tony, she had her friends over. They were drinking, smoking pot, drinking beer. There was condoms on the floor, and one of her friends had threatened me, so I called the police and I moved out.
One of her friends had threatened you with what?
Verbally threatened, and also picked up a pen and acting like she was going to.
That's not true.
Just a second. When did this happen?
The night of August 27th.
What was the argument about?
The argument was about her friends and her all over my belongings, trashing some of my stuff that I had.
Were you spending every day at the apartment?
No.
You were spending most of the time at your boyfriend's home?
Yes.
So you were really just paying the rent for this apartment as a beard?
Yes.
Are you living together now?
Yes.
Have your parents accepted that?
No. They know about it, but no, they have not.
Did you give her any money for the remaining 3 months on the lease?
I gave her $400 in, I believe it was...
When?
September.
After you left?
Correct. And then another $400 in October.
Why?
Because the day was August 28th. It was a Saturday. After her friend had threatened to throw the manager off the balcony, again, the police were called. And when I moved out, there was a verbal agreement between her and I and my boyfriend that said we will pay you $400 this month and $400 next month to make a total of $800.
Are you still living in the apartment?
No.
When did you leave?
I left right after the lease because I couldn't afford it, and my bills were past due.
Tell me about your friends in the apartment. Do they spend a lot of time in the apartment, Tony?
I have my witness, Ashley. She was in the apartment quite often because she was not doing well with her father, so she was there a lot.
Interesting. Come on up. Talk to me. You're Ashley?
Yes.
You were spending a great deal of time in the apartment?
Mm-hmm.
How many days? 5 days a week?
At least.
And where did you sleep?
In her bed.
Whose
in
bed?
Tawny's bed.
Tawny's bed. And where did
Yes.
she sleep?
She slept in her bed also.
Did you pay rent?
No.
After the defendant moved out, did you continue to go there 5 days a week?
No.
Why not?
I was looking for a job over at my dad's house.
When did you stop going over there 5 days a week?
Right after all the mattress incident happened.
You mean right after August 27th?
Yeah.
That's miraculous. So you mean right after all of this happened, you stopped going over there 5 days a week?
Well, because the manager didn't want people over there that wasn't paying rent, and they said that you couldn't be over there more than 72 hours.
She didn't want any conflict, so I just stayed there by myself most of the time and just went out when I wanted to be with my friends.
What were you doing at that time? Go to school?
No, I just do housework and clean up at her house. She'd go to work and I'd stay there and do all the chores and laundry and clean.
We had planned.
What, are you kidding me or what? How old are you?
18.
You get over on this baloney with your family? Huh?
No.
So what makes you think you're going to get over with this baloney on me? I mean, do you think that they hire me because I'm stupid?
No.
You think that they pay me all this money because I'm an idiot? You want me to believe that you're a house cleaner in her house. Is that what you want me to believe?
That's what I do.
What? That's what you do?
Yeah.
No, she just stayed with me. She was trying to look for a job, and in the morning she'd clean up, and help me out.
What?
She was helping me out by
Are you a big slob? Why should you? You're one person. You're one person. Why should you need to have a brigade of people to take care of you?
I was just helping her out because she needed a job, and she couldn't stay with her dad, so she stayed with me a lot.
Right. That wasn't the arrangement, Tawny, my dear. The arrangement with her is it's her apartment and yours. You want her to pay half the rent. You pay half the rent. The two of you live there, not the two of you and anybody that you feel sorry for. So for half the time that she was paying rent and not living there, she was living there. And then miraculously, Miss Smarty Pants says that the day after this incident, when she left, she all of a sudden decided she could stay at home with her parents.
She actually went and stayed with her grandma for a while.
Good.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You're talking to your parents?
Yes.
Great. Keep that open. That's the one constant that you have.
And later today,
He got very angry because I wasn't interested in dating him. He threatened my job. He threatened my life. He said, I know where you work. I know where you live. And I hung up the phone on him.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Tawny Tillinghast says her former best friend, Tiffany Stott, owes for breaking a lease. Tiffany says Tawny's partying forced her out.
She paid you. She came home. She found things going on there that she didn't like, people living there that weren't supposed to be living there, and she was gracious enough to pay you for 2 months, or a substantial part of it for 2 months, and she wasn't there at all.
She was never there to begin with.
I got it. I got it. That's why you had the apartment to yourself. You could invite anybody who you wanted to come on over and live there, which you did. So she was very nice to you. You should have started to advertise immediately when she moved out to get a new roommate. Did you do that?
I tried to see if any of my friends...
Did you advertise for a
No.
new roommate?
It was only a one-bedroom. No one wants to share a one-bedroom.
Okay. Now, are you pursuing your counterclaim for the ruined mattress?
I don't need to. Once she brought this upon me, I figured I might as well bring something upon her.
Well, by bringing it upon her, you're also visiting it upon Bird and me. You don't want to do that, do you?
No.
Perfect. What do you do?
I'm an office manager.
You're talking to your parents?
Yes.
Great. Keep that open. That's the one constant that you have. Okay?
Okay.
Good. You withdrawing your claim for the mattress?
Yes.
Perfect. And your case is dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
This girl was my best friend since I've known her forever. She let some 60-year-old man change her into someone she was not.
I remember telling Tiffany, I said, watch it because Tawny is kind of wild.
Pot, smoking.
I did party. What can you say? I'm like a regular 20-year-old. I'm not like a 20-year-old dating a 60-year-old man.
She was arrested at Mervin's for stealing merchandise, and she was ordered to pay.
She used to be sweet. Now she calls me and yells and harasses me on the phone with him whispering in the background, telling her what to say, you know.
Tawny said she had changed. That's fine. But obviously she hadn't changed.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Haynes versus Lang. Step forward, please.
County Inspector Douglas Haynes is suing his former friend, event coordinator Kimberly Lang, for the return of furniture he loaned her. Kimberly claims Douglas gave her the furniture.
Mr. Haynes, you and the defendant had a friendship, according to what I read. You met at a car dealership and you had dinner a couple of times. And it is your claim that you loaned the defendant some furniture that you had because you were doing some remodeling in your house or garage. And you now want the furniture back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lang says that you never loaned her this furniture. You said that you were getting rid of it, but you'd like to have it. She said yes. She did in fact take the furniture because she was new to the area and didn't have any furniture that she had brought with her. That it was not a loan, but a gift. First, show me the furniture that you allegedly loaned to her. I see two people One with a beard and a shirt open, and one lady with glasses
Those
on.
are my previous neighbors, and that's the stereo cabinet behind them.
And then we have a brass bed.
Yes.
Okay. 2 dressers, I see. What about this sofa? You want this back?
No, it's 23 years old.
Looks as if it was 23 years old. How long did you know Miss Lang before you loaned her this furniture?
Approximately 1 month.
And tell me the circumstances surrounding your loaning her the furniture.
Well, I'm putting an addition on my garage plus a room on top, and there was some heavy beams I had to remove. I didn't want to damage it, so I was going to put it in storage. And Kimberly didn't have any furniture yet. So I mentioned that, well, if she can store it for me and use it, then that would help me out. And on January 2nd, we delivered the furniture, but I noticed that she already had 2 dressers. And then we had some disagreements, and
Could you look at me?
Oh, okay. We had some disagreements, and we were going to meet for breakfast.
Could you look at me? Straight on. I mean, I don't want to embarrass you if you have something wrong with your neck. I just want you to look over here so I can tell what your eyes are telling me in addition to what your mouth is telling me, Mr. Haynes.
Okay. And on January 13th, we were going to meet for breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't show up, and it upset me. So I went over to see her, and I decided that I didn't want any more to do with the relationship, and I called her up and said, I don't want to do this anymore. May I have my furniture back? And she did call me on the 17th and said I could not have the furniture back, that I made a big mistake and I blew it, and also that I'd have to take her to court to get the furniture back.
Who is this person?
This is my sister, and she had 2 conversations with Kimberly when we were delivering the furniture.
Okay, step up. Tell me your name.
Sandra Haynes.
Who delivered the furniture to Miss Lang?
My brother and Kimberly both.
What did you have to do with it?
Doug was telling me, with Kimberly there, that Kimberly had agreed to store his furniture, and it was a convenient situation because she had no furniture, and so it kind of helped them both out.
Okay. That's it?
That's it. They didn't stay that long.
Do you have any other conversation with her?
Yes, I did.
When?
I believe after she got back from Los Angeles on the 17th. I called her because she had let Doug know that day that he was not getting back his furniture. So I asked Kimberly, why aren't you giving my brother back his furniture? And she said that she was angry at Doug. Doug was angry at her. She got her parents involved. They didn't want her having anything to do with him, and it was out of her hands. Number 2, yes, this was payback time. She had to get back at my brother because of breaking.
Don't tell me breaking up. I'm not interested.
Yes.
I just want to know what she said to you and what you said to her.
That's the conversation. And I said, I do not understand. Why can't we just come over and pick up the furniture? It has sentimental value. It's my parents' old wedding set.
And she said?
She said she'd think about it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Now I'll hear you.
Okay. I had met Doug 2 times prior to that date at the car dealership that I worked at. He was a customer. He had subsequently made a phone call to me that he had some furniture that he needed to get rid of, and he knew from our previous conversation that I had an empty apartment and that my stuff was in storage in Orange County. Asked me if I'd be interested in coming by and taking a look at the furniture because he needed to get rid of it. He was doing this remodel. I went by there. It was either the 31st or the 1st of December, or January 1st. Looked at the furniture. The next day was when he actually delivered it to my place. I did drop by his sister's house, yes, and met her for the first time, but I was quite surprised that Doug had already explained to her the arrangement that was made with the furniture because she seemed to know what was going on. The furniture was not a loan. It was actually a gift. And so I wasn't at liberty to explain to her what was going on, but I was quite surprised that she understood what was going on.
Just a second. Sure. She suggested to you that the furniture was a loan or a gift?
No. She stated, so my brother delivered the furniture this morning, yes. And how does it look, and did you set it up, and so forth. And I explained to her at the time we did set up the bed. At that point, it was pouring rain. We had a mattress in the back of Doug's truck that was being delivered to my parents. I was sleeping on the floor on a mattress. So we stopped by her house on the way to my parents to drop off that mattress. I didn't hear from Doug again until the 17th of January. I got back from Orange County. There was a message on my machine, and at that point was when he asked me to dinner. I refused to have dinner with him, and I was not interested in dating Doug. He got very angry because I wasn't interested in dating him, and he started demanding his furniture back. I don't know why he was getting upset with me at that point. He threatened my job. He threatened my life. He says, I know where you work. I know where you live. This is going to escalate, and he made some threats, and I hung up the phone on him. That's when his sister called me.
Miss Lang?
Yes.
You sound like an intelligent lady.
Thank you.
He sounds, according to you, like a nut.
Yes.
And the only nexus that you had to this nut was these pieces of furniture that you had had for 15 days.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So if I were being a smart person, I would say to myself, miscommunication, it was a gift and now he wants it back, but he's a real nut and he's threatening me. Douglas, get a police officer, get your truck, come over and get your furniture. We now have nothing to do with each other. There is no reason for you to call me. There's no reason for you to have anything to do with me. That's what a smart person says.
Under normal circumstances?
Not a stupid person who says, now I'm dealing with a nut.
You're right.
And I have furniture that I've had for 2 weeks. Furniture that belonged to your parents may have some sentimental value to you, sir. It's junk. I mean, I've looked at it. It's junk. The only thing that looks anywhere that somebody might want to keep is this brass bed. And I may not be a furniture maven, but I have a pretty good eye. The only value that that bedroom set has is sentimental value, because other than that, it has no value. Now,
Your Honor, I do have. When I went to Orange County, when I rented a pickup truck, and I do have a receipt here that shows when I actually picked up the truck and when I actually returned it, there was furniture that I left behind because now I had an apartment full of furniture. I now had 2 dressers, a bed, a coffee table, a couch. There were things that I left behind in storage. So when
are you telling me, Miss Lang, that the couch you left behind was not as nice?
No, I didn't have
just a second. The couch that you left behind was not as nice as this couch? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's not what I'm saying. I did not have a couch in storage.
Right. I mean, I was a little confused. Give him back his furniture. Now!
Thank you.
And say, I'm going to borrow that mattress from my parents again if I have to have a mattress to sleep on. But I don't want Mr. Haynes in my life. I don't want his sister in my life. I don't want this nut calling my job. I just want it over. And I'm going to give him back his parents' furniture so he can put his underwear in it, and give him back his brass bed so he can sleep on it. And I don't want to have anything to do with me anymore. Is that fine, Douglas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Perfect.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Thank you, sir. I wouldn't date him. I turned him down, and that's when he demanded his furniture back.
She was just upset because I didn't want to be with her anymore.
In the court order, it states that, he's contacted my work. He's contacted, knows I no longer work there.
I don't know where she came up with that one.
He knows where I work. He knows where I live, and I'm very concerned for myself.
Barr versus Baum.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Mr. Barr, you and the defendant worked together, and according to your complaint, you had an argument with him, and during the course of that argument, he assaulted you, he punched you. You want to be compensated.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Baum said it is true that you did have an argument. However, you were the one who was the first to use your hands, and he just reacted. So he was really acting in self-defense, which is your claim.
Yes.
How old are you?
20.
And you, sir?
28.
Where do you work?
For a sub shop.
How long have you worked there?
4 months. At this particular restaurant.
How long have you worked for the company?
3 years.
And you manage this restaurant?
Yes, ma'am. General manager.
And Mr. Baum, how long did you work at this particular restaurant?
Worked there for about 2 months.
2 months.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Barr was your boss?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of work did you do there?
Sandwich artist. Sandwich artist.
Sandwich artist?
I made the sandwiches.
Sandwich artist. When did this argument take place?
5/22 of this year.
What time?
I'd say about 1:30.
1:30 is lunchtime, so you must have been busy.
Real busy.
Real busy. So tell me what happened, Mr. Barr.
Being the manager, I usually generally don't work on the weekends. But seeing as I had hired...
Listen to me. What I want you to do is, I want you to look at me when you're testifying. I don't want you to look over there. I don't want you to look over there. I don't want you to look... I don't want you to look at me. And I want you to answer my question, which is, what happened on May 22nd, 2004, at approximately 1:30 in the afternoon?
I went back to the restaurant, and I made a beeline toward Chris, which was a new employee.
You went back to the restaurant, which I assume meant that you left the restaurant at some point.
Yes.
When had you arrived at the restaurant?
Open, 8 o'clock in the morning.
And what time did you leave?
About 10:30 to go make the bank deposit for the earnings for the day before.
And what time did you return?
About 12:30.
Took you 2 hours to make a deposit?
I was doing personal matters. I wasn't scheduled to work that day.
Okay. So you got back at 12:30. And when you got back at 12:30, what happened?
I had asked Chris how the day was going. It was his first day. I'd asked him how...
First day?
As working as an employee for the store.
You're Chris?
Yes, ma'am.
Step up. So you said to Chris, that's you, raise your hand. You said to Chris, who was a new employee?
Mm-hmm.
This gentleman was a
yes.
New employee. You said, how are things going?
Exactly. How you liking it? Are you picking things up? Is Nick and the other girl showing you stuff?
Okay. And Chris said?
Nothing positive toward Nick. They're not getting along. Nick's telling me he's not doing stuff right. He's ready to walk out.
You mean Chris is ready to leave?
Chris is ready to walk out. Nick's having an attitude. And earlier that morning, I observed Nick having an attitude toward customers. I knew there was something on his chest. I figured it would just shake it off as the day went on. But obviously it didn't. It progressed.
So what happened next?
I asked the other girl who was working there, what has she seen? Well, what's going on?
I don't want you to tell me what she said.
Exactly. Well, anyway, I asked another staff member what they thought of the situation. They shook their head, walked away. They didn't want no part of any of the nonsense. I had then started to walk up to the register. I noticed that Nick was being rudely toward an elderly lady he was cashing out. I asked Nick
what was he saying to her?
Just the tone in the voice, not a typical friendly restaurant attitude that you'd want someone to have at this particular establishment. We up-talk friendly, courteous, smile.
So he was being short?
To say the least.
Okay. Well, I have to envision what you're saying, sir, because you're not being more articulate. You want to try to explain better what you observed with regard to this elderly
Just
woman?
his body language and his tone of his voice.
Okay. So, what happened next?
I asked him to leave the restaurant. I said, Nick, please leave. Get out. I wasn't firing him. I just wanted him out the restaurant that day. Obviously, there was something bothering him that day. He was causing friction among the other staff members. He was also being short with the customers, having an attitude. I thought it was the best business decision for the establishment to remove Nick from operations that particular day.
And at that time, he had been working for the place for about 4 months?
Yes, ma'am.
And had you had trouble with him before?
No.
So this was an unusual occurrence?
That's what I was telling you. Something was obviously bothering him that day.
Okay, good. So you told him to leave. Good
Exactly.
idea. What happened?
I continued to cash somebody out. Just as I closed the cash register door, turned my back, he punches me in the mouth. Didn't see it coming. It was over my shoulder. It was a sucker punch. He drilled me in the mouth pretty hard. He began to start to swing other hands at me. I was able to block him. Eventually, somehow we got into a stance, wrestled. My first instance was to get him away from the glass, away from the knives, away from the customers, because meanwhile, the line's out the door. There's all these people in the establishment, and this is what they're saying. They're saying Nick attacking the manager. I got Nick out into the lobby. I led up. As I led him up, I had blood going down. I went like this, tried to get my bearings straight. What's going on? Why am I bleeding? And next thing you know, Nick and Chris were running down the street like two little girls.
Okay.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
What happened after you pushed him in the back?
He turned around and scratched me like a girl.
Well, didn't you report it to the police, sir?
I'm a felon. I'm not going to get arrested for someone fighting with me.
What kind of felony?
2 criminal mischief and 2 grand theft.
And later today,
You say, because she breached the agreement, I should be able to use these songs for my own purposes in the future.
He can't do that. That's my melody.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sandwich store manager Craig Barr says former employee Nick Baum punched him in the mouth at work. Nick says Craig slapped his hand.
What kind of injury did you suffer, Mr. Barr?
I was treated at the emergency room for 4 stitches inside and outside of my lip. It seems to be that when he hit me, my teeth went through my bottom lip.
You had 4 stitches.
4 stitches, and I need to go back for plastic laser surgery once all the scar tissue settles, and then they can see exactly how they can make this to be not a permanent injury.
Okay, who is this?
This is a witness. Her name's Shannon. She was there that day.
All right, Mr. Baum, I'd like you can sit down. I'd like you to tell me your version of the events. You were having a bad day. Why were you having a bad day, Mr. Baum?
Because Christopher Struss was not up to date on his job. He wasn't doing it properly.
But he was a new employee, Mr. Baum.
I know. That's the whole thing. You know, friends can't work together.
So he was your friend?
Yes, we are friends. Before that, the whole thing, we had picked him up from Port Charlotte to bring him in.
So you got him the job?
It was his idea for the job.
But he didn't know Chris, did he?
Yes, he did.
You knew Chris from before?
I knew him from the streets.
You told him about Chris?
Exactly.
Well, I didn't tell him that he needed a job. He come over to stay the weekend.
At your house?
At his house. I was living with him.
Oh.
That's not necessarily true, Your Honor.
Yes, it is.
Just a second. Mr. Baum was living at your house?
I wouldn't say that. He was staying there. He was kicked out of his previous residence for his hostile attitude toward the people he was staying with.
Okay. Just a minute.
And
he was staying at your house?
I guess so.
I still have his house key.
Take your hands out of your pockets. He was staying at your house, and Chris was staying at your house?
He had asked to stay for the weekend.
Okay, fine. So now he's back at the shop, Mr. Baum. So now tell me what happened with Mr. Barr.
When he had come in, me and Christopher confronted him about what we were talking about, him not doing his job right. He didn't want to hear it. He ignored it. He walked straight up and down the line. Then come to me while I'm proceeding to help a customer. Not no old woman, a gentleman. He then smacked my hand, pushed in front of me, told me to get the hell out.
How did he do that, sir?
I'm standing here at the register.
Chris, stand up over there. You're standing next to the register.
Say this is me. This is me. He's on the register helping a customer.
No. Who's on the register?
Myself.
You're on the register.
Say he's me.
He's playing you.
Yes.
Listen to me. He's you. He's at the register now.
And I'm Mr. Barr.
And you're Mr. Barr. So make like you're at the register.
He come up, smack my hand.
No, show me how he did that. Okay, he pushed your hand away.
No, he hit it. He hit it hard with force.
And he said, get out. He didn't ask him.
I didn't ask you anything. You went like this. Pushed your hand up.
And then squeezed in front of me between the register as I'm helping.
Okay. And then what happened, sir?
I pushed him, stepped back.
How did you no, show me how you pushed him. Okay, so you pushed him from the back.
And then...
And the shot. I did. Do you hear? I didn't ask you a thing. And then what happened after you pushed him in the back?
He turned around and scratched me like a girl.
How did he scratch you?
From the left top corner of my forehead across to my bottom right eye.
With his nails?
Nails and all. I still got a faint scar.
Well, didn't you report it to the police, sir?
Nope.
Why not?
So I'm a felon. I'm not going to get arrested for someone fighting with me.
What do you mean you're a felon?
I have felony on my record.
What kind of felony?
4 felonies of 3rd degree, 2 criminal mischief, and 2 grand theft.
Criminal mischief is usually not a felony, sir.
When its damages consisted over $500.
What kind of damages, sir?
Damages of property.
And you left?
I left. After. But now, see, we're skipping a large part here. After he scratched me, I then hit him. He fell down. He's like, oh, we're supposed to be boys. I then went to walk out. He grabbed me by my leg. I fell over. He tried to get on top of me. I threw him on the wall and walked out.
Do we have any photographs, sir, of the damage to your lip?
I got photographs and all the necessary paperwork. I also have a claim number from the Largo Police Department. They wouldn't release the actual police report because they're a little slow in their paperwork and it's not public record yet. Your Honor, just for the record.
Step up, madam. Tell me your name.
I'm Shannon Levantia.
Levantia?
17-year-old girlfriend. I apologize.
Miss Levantia, what capacity you were at the restaurant on the 22nd of May, 2004?
I was there getting a sandwich.
Tell me what happened with regard to any hitting, slapping.
All that I had seen was Nicholas hit Craig. I didn't see Craig swing on Nick at all. Then they wrestled out into the lobby, and that's all I had seen.
Is it possible, Nick, that you were disrespectful or less than courteous towards customers on that day?
We had 20 customers in that line.
I'm just asking you a question.
I was being straightforward with them to get them in and out. I was not trying to spend any time with them. I was not in any way uncourteous
listen
with
to
them.
me very carefully, sir. I didn't ask you for excuses. I said, is it possible that you were being less than courteous to the customers who were there?
Not with the customers, no.
Okay. When was your last arrest, Nick?
November 23rd, 2002.
Did you spend any time in jail?
9 months.
When did you get out?
It was actually 215 days. So that'd be June 26, 2003.
And when did you go to work for Mr. Barr?
I can't recall what the actual date was.
What date did he start working for you?